traveling with your kids.
Good evening. This is our 6th grade first hour band. Welcome to our concert here at Blackhawk. We have a few readers to tell you about the pieces we're playing tonight. And I'd like to thank you all for being here and for your support of our students. Keep encouraging that at-home practice. We've made tremendous progress so far. Most of these students in this band behind you have only been playing their instrument for 3 months. So we're off to a great start.
Hello, I'm Aaliyah Garcia and I play the trumpet. The first piece was composed by America's March King, John Philip Sousa. It was arranged by Timothy Lowes, which is 6 notes. He preserves the spirit of original high school cadets march. This is our first piece, American March style. And I'm Jakaya Von Wright, and I play percussion. We learn how to play staccatos, accents, and slows for this piece. We are learning how to play dynamics or volume levels in music. Listen to the catchy melody that the woodwinds, mallets, and trumpets play. It is passed to the low brass briefly in the middle. The first group takes the melody until the end. Percussion and low brass provide a bass line and motor to drive the march.
Hello, I'm Jack Peterson and I play percussion.
Our next and final piece is called Rio Bravo. It was written by Bruce Pearson and Barry Gott. This piece was inspired by traditional Latin American music. It uses some Latin instruments like claves and maracas. Some other Latin characteristics are used of some simple Latin rhythms and harmonies a third apart.
I'm Jonah Hughes and I play percussion. Listen to our strong percussion section start the piece by layering one instrument's part on top of the earlier layers. Next, the low brass bass line comes in, followed by the melody and harmony. There is a snare drum feature in the middle of the piece. We hope you enjoy Rio Bravo and we thank you for coming to our first middle school band concert.
Hello, I'm Jaden Kanjari, and I play the clarinet. You just heard Attack of the Garden Gnomes by Timothy Lose. You probably noticed the trumpets playing short fanfares like an attacking army might. The percussion and low brass parts also reminded us of marching. You couldn't miss some special effects like the band screaming at the approach of the angry gnomes.
We worked hard on playing our different independent parts together to make the overall piece sound great. Another challenge of a march is to keep a steady tempo or pace no matter the volume or number of people playing.
We hope you enjoyed the Attack of the Garden Gnomes and that you enjoy the rest of our concert.
Hello, I'm Jalea Johnson-Smith, and I play the trumpet. And I'm Elizabeth Blakeborough, and I play the alto saxophone. Our piece is Creatures in the Attic by Brian Jeez. He wrote an imaginative poem about ghosts and goblins coming to life in the attic after everyone in the house is asleep. Then he put the poem to music. You will hear it start and end pretty softly as the creatures awaken and go back to sleep. There are perfectly disascend or notes that clash. You will hear our trombone section doing the glissando effect, some instrument key sounds, and a percussion door knocking effect. We hope you enjoy Creatures in the Attic.
Hello, I am Wyatt Slanger, and I play the trombone. And I'm Liv Hertz, and I play the clarinet. Our final piece will be Cowboy Cattle Drive by Timothy Lewis. With only 6 different notes, we hope we are able to transport you to the Old West. We will pass Western melodies from section to section. Listen for a call and response effect between higher and lower sounding instruments. We learned many articulation styles in this piece, such as slurring, staccato, accents, and marcato accents. We worked hard to keep a fast and steady tempo or speed to depict cowboys rounding up stampeding cattle. We hope you enjoy Cowboy Cattle Drive. thank you for supporting us tonight and this year so far.
And just a few thank yous. First of all, thank you for being here. My name is Mr. Schmitz, and I'm proud to be a new member of this band team. I'm kind of tall, so I'm just going to hold this up because this is how this thing works. I'd just like to thank the staff of Black Hawk Middle School for being amazing and allowing us to have lessons. The reason that we can sound this good, maybe you don't expect a sixth grade concert to actually sound good, but I think they sound pretty darn good. And that's because we have lessons, which are more of a rarity if you were to look around the metro area or the country. And so it's because we're blessed to have supportive staff and administration that let them leave class every several days to have a short lesson. Thank you to our administration who is supportive of our band program, and specifically Ms. Carter, who's here today. And also wanted to thank the PE department for use of their classroom, which we're sitting in right now, so they had to run around the hallways today for gym class. And thank you to the custodians who set up all of these hundreds of chairs for the audience, and they'll help us afterward in a few minutes with putting them all back. Thank you to Mr. Wien, Ms. Pask, and Ms. Schendel for their help with the live stream and also with the sound. Thank you to all of the parents and grown-ups that support these wonderful students financially, transportation, maybe reminding or bugging them to, nagging them to practice sometimes. We appreciate all of that. And thank you most of all to the wonderful students behind me who've worked so hard. I remember when we could barely play like 2 measures of this, and now listen to us. I also need to make sure to thank my wonderful colleagues who've been so welcoming and helpful, as this is my first year here with Ms. Hoff and Mr. Anderson. Have to talk a little bit about cleanup because we have the honor of being the last of 7 bands here at Black Hawk to have a concert. And so if you guys would help us, and you guys would help us, it would make very light work. We'd be done in 5 minutes. The folding chairs that you're sitting on, if you could fold them up and just hand them to a custodian, or even put them against the wall if you don't see a custodian, they'll stack them for us. The chairs that the students are sitting in don't fold, but they do go on chair racks that are over there. And any music stands that have no tape on them, if you look toward the bottom, a couple of them have some colored green tape, and I think the students will help, percussionists will help bring those back to the band room. They have green tape and go to the percussion section. If they have no tape on them, they can just go on a stand rack that gets pushed to the choir room, which is near the band room. Very quick lesson because then we don't have to redo it. Sorry, it's a WD-40 clearly, but... And then it goes in the rack. I'll move our little resident mascot from Gnome here. Came from my backyard, and then Aria was kind enough to paint it so it didn't look so weather-beaten. That took a lot of pride and was very appreciated. They named him, I can't remember what his name is. Jared something McGee. They know. They know, which is the important part. And finally, if your student comes up to you within the first 5 minutes after we end, please send them back and ask, did you do your job cleaning up? First trip could just be their instrument and folder, and second trip just taking care of their stand and chair, and percussionists have a job. And if they want to be so kind and helpful, maybe a third trip. Thank you once again. Drive safely, and thank you so much for supporting your student and your student in music at Black Hawk. Please enjoy. As they said about 5 minutes ago, as the student said better than I could, please enjoy Cowboy Cattle Drive.